unsettling story on the south end of the Strand tonight, where at least 1 million dead fish were found in the Winyah Bay. DNR officials say their carcasses were spread 6 miles from the site of the fish kill.
Of hundreds of thousands of different kinds of species of fish suddenly dying, it definitely raises some questions.
One of the worst ones he had mentioned that he had ever seen. Numbers were upwards to 1 million animals, certainly hundreds of thousands.
Israel sees the world just beyond its borders collapsing. The war in Syria, the renewed war in Iraq, Hamas in charge in Gaza with new rockets that can reach Tel Aviv, the Muslim Brotherhood running Egypt. Israel hasn't ever been popular in this neighborhood, but now its enemies are at the gate and angry. The Arab Spring uprising has become a threat to Israel, so it's sealing off its borders. In the Sinai Mountains, a 150-mile fence is going up along the border with Egypt. 20 feet high, thermal cameras, razor wire. When it's finished, it'll run all along Israel's border with Egypt. Israel is quite physically walling itself off from a neighbor it's had a peace deal with for 3 decades.
Israeli security forces found the bodies of 3 teenagers Monday who went missing in the West Bank earlier this month. Israeli media says the government confirmed them as the Israeli seminary students, including an American national, sought since June 12th.
Israeli police clashed with stone-throwing Palestinians in Jerusalem Wednesday, a day after the funeral of 3 Israeli teenagers. The fighting started after witnesses say an Arab teen was forced into a car in East Jerusalem.
Immediately roadblocks were set up and we searched across the capital in order to find the missing teenager. About an hour and a half afterwards, a body was found in the Jerusalem forest, and obviously we're looking in to see if there is a connection between the body that was found and the missing reports of that teenager.
Israeli authorities are trying to determine if the motive was criminal or political. As news of the teen's disappearance spread, hundreds of Palestinians torched rail stations and threw stones at Israeli police. Police responded with tear gas and stun grenades. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the death a reprehensible murder.
Prime Minister Netanyahu has instructed the police to expeditiously and decisively investigate this murder. He's also called upon everyone not to take the law into their own hands.
The settlers kidnapped him, burned him, and killed him. I ask the Israeli government firstly to punish who did this if they want peace between the Palestinian and Israeli people, and also to stop the settlers' aggression.
Rocket fire from the Hamas-controlled Gaza Strip into Israel has intensified, with Israel striking back by air. Matt Small, The Associated Press.
helicopter gunships and U.S. intelligence support, Iraq's military is trying to push ISIS out of the city where Saddam Hussein was. America has delivered 75 Hellfire missiles to the Iraqis this week to help bolster their offensive.
We have a developing story out of North Korea right now. The country has apparently fired 2 short-range missiles off its east coast. They are the North's 3rd series of launches in a week. These pictures are of North Korean President Kim Jong-un overseeing launches earlier in the week. Last night's missile firings come on the eve of the visit to South Korea by China's President Xi Jinping. He's expected to talk to South Korean leaders under the North's nuclear weapons program.